Can you pretend to be my boyfriend? The Moon Knight. The boys pretend to be your boyfriend in order to save you from a creepy stranger. Steven. You lean over the gift shop counter, eyes wide as you ask, "Can you pretend to be my boyfriend?" Poor Steven is just confused at first. Pretend to be... Wait, what do you mean? He doesn't get the chance to finish that thought because the man who's been trying to flirt with you all day suddenly comes around the corner and you're out of time. There you are, a smarmy grin, eyes looking you up and down, and makes your skin crawl. I was worried that you might have left before I could get the chance to talk to you again. Yeah, I wouldn't want that now, would we? You mutter. It clicks in Steven's brain then, though not exactly fast enough for him to come up with a retort other than, right, yeah, right. The man's attention doesn't waver from you, however, and you squirm on the spot. Time for a Hail Mary, you suppose, turning back to Steven. Are you still good for lunch, babe? Oh, yes, lunch, right, of course, love. Steven nods, more confident. I just need to finish up some last things here. If you're willing to wait a bit. You're ready to say, no worries, take all the time you need, when the guy scoffs, barely sparing Steven a glance. A sales clerk? Really? Better than the wet tissue you are, bruv. Steven snaps back, so fast that he surprises himself a little. Something simmers under the man's expression, but Steven's faster. Do I need to call security? That finally gets to the guy, who just mutters curses under his breath before finally pissing off. Your smile is genuine now when you look at Steven. Thanks for that. No worries. Are you alright? I'm fine, you nod. Don't suppose you're actually free right now, are you? The least I could do is buy you lunch as thanks. Luckily for the both of you, he is, and he rounds the counter with a white smile on his face before you lead the two of you out. Mark. He's just waiting to place his order at a coffee shop when you walk in, some guy hot on your heels and prattling on despite your obvious discomfort. Oh, hey, babe! He doesn't even realize you're calling out to him until he meets your gaze, and the pleading look in your eyes is all he needs to understand what's going on. Sorry I'm late. It's all good. Mark knows the drill, injecting warmth into his smile as he walks up to greet you. He gives you a small nod, letting you know that he's got your back as he slips his hand into yours. Was worried about you for a minute there. Wait, are you two? The man looks between you, eyebrows furrowed. Mm-hmm. He keeps his tone light, but is secretly watching like a hawk for any signs of escalation. When the guy's mouth twists into a scowl, Mark subtly tugs you behind him. You never said you had a boyfriend. The venom in the words is terrifying, but Mark doesn't flinch. No need to cause a scene, man, he says, his tone amicable. But you take a peek at his face, and his expression is as hard as stone. Now, if you'll excuse us, Mark leads you back into the line to order, squeezing your hand gently to stop you from looking over your shoulder. There's the heavy stomping of feet before you hear the bell ring over the door as the guy leaves. The relief is palpable. You finally let go of Mark's hand, face warm as you smile sheepishly at him. Thanks for the help. Let me buy you a coffee. Don't worry about it, he shakes his head. But you offer again, and well, if you insist, he doesn't mind spending the rest of his afternoon with you at all. Jake. He's the one to notice your discomfort from across the pub. How you suddenly shift away from the man leaning in close to speak directly into your ear. When you meet his eyes, you mouth help, and Jake doesn't even think twice before downing the rest of his drink and making his way to your table. He slaps a hand down into the guy's shoulder, making him jump. Think you're in my seat, hombre? The man's greasy smirk twitches, obviously thinking that Jake is interrupting his game or whatever. Nah, man, I'm just trying to hit on my girl. Yeah, I can see that. Jake grins at him, but you get the impression that he's baring his teeth more than anything. He looks to you and his gaze softens. You okay there, baby? Better now, you say, and it's not a lie. The guy turns to Jake fully, sizing him up. You think you're so tough, huh? Jake doesn't even blink, just raises a single eyebrow as if daring for him to suggest taking the matter outside. It's not even a competition, because the man backs off a moment later, angrily slipping out of the booth without looking back. You don't breathe until the guy finally leaves the building, at which point a heavy sigh falls from your lips. The nerve of that guy, Jake mutters, clicking his tongue. Right? You shake your head, then gesture to the now vacant seat beside you. Care for a drink? I think I owe you after your help back there. You owe me nothing, he corrects, but slides in beside you anyways, taking your offer with a smile.